Our final presentation is going to be on OnTrac, and it is by Andres Aparicio, Kevin Macias, and Tatiana Chavez. Enjoy!
OnTrac was founded as a small parcel delivery company in California in 1991. It is now a regional parcel carrier that serves the 8 largest states in the western United States. Since then, it has expanded to serve 7 additional states, including Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Utah, Colorado, and Idaho. The initial customers were document shippers that saw an alternative to overnight delivery in California versus the national carriers who sometimes take days and maybe even up to weeks. OnTrac holds a joint venture with USPS for international deliveries and it is a privately owned company. The service area includes every address in California and the populated areas of Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Utah, Colorado, and Idaho. The company offers next day and 2 day delivery, scheduled pickup, on call pickup, second party pickup, and so on. The company serves law firms, title companies, engineers, and architects. OnTrac has recently expanded in the Southwest with a new facility in Tucson, Arizona. It is focused on providing service to the growing market in Tucson. The goal of the company is to arrange overnight delivery at ground rates to more than 60 million consumers. The company is aiming to become a top choice for e commerce and companies looking to speed up delivery without the cost of express shipping. OnTrac is also looking out for the environment. It concentrates on resource conservation and considers the impact that operations and facilities have on the environment. It collects and stores information about every package handled so that the company can efficiently provide the package delivery services demanded by customers. The company's competition consists of the major delivery duopoly, FedEx and UPS. Much of the increased competition being seen in the field of deliveries is a direct result of e commerce, which has expanded quickly and will likely continue to expand. There are large opportunities to grow in the eastern United States. The company has only been in business for 25 years compared to its competitors who have been around for a larger amount of time. UPS and FedEx also have a joint venture with USPS. It is often less expensive and faster to use regional carriers like OnTrac to ship goods.
So the SWOT analysis for OnTrac is going to be for strengths, the cost of shipping is low. You get overnight shipping without extra costs, strong relationships with customers and businesses. The overhead cost is lower than competitors. And some of the weaknesses would be brand recognition is not as strong as competitors such as UPS or Federal Express. It is a saturated market due to the several other competitors in the logistics market. It's geographically limited because they only handle the Western region and are international through Canada. Opportunities are that they have that OnTrac could use would be air delivery network could enter and expand operations, or that they can expand operations by entering in different markets, such as going into more states. Some threats that face OnTrac would be other rivalries such as FedEx or UPS mentioned earlier, or the downturn economy, which would cause consumers to ship less, which would cause OnTrac several downfalls, and retaining good and quality employees and making sure that they stay with the company.
Next up, we'll be looking at Tao's matrix, which is basically the strategic alternative matrix in the company. We'll start off at the strategies that use strengths to maximize opportunities. In this case, with OnTrac, their strengths that maximize opportunities is being the leader in the Western region, and through international mail through Canada, they could expand to even more new markets and upcoming markets. Next, we'll be looking at strategies that minimize weaknesses by taking advantage of the opportunities. OnTrac's biggest advantage over the bigger names such as UPS and FedEx is that their lower prices overnight shipping are keeping them at a competitive level with the other companies. Next, we'll be looking at weaknesses, strategies that use strengths to minimize threats. So if OnTrac was able to expand and become a public company, which is currently a private, this will allow their name to be more recognizable and attract investors. And lastly, we'll be looking at threats, which are strategies that minimize weaknesses to avoid threats. To minimize any threats or weaknesses, OnTrac needs to continue to offer the low prices and pursue more places to ship in order to stay in game with other competitors. If it limits itself to its current 8 states, it may fail in the market sooner or later.
So next we will be talking about OnTrac's competitive advantage. They have access to customized pricing and maximum discounts based on annual volume commitments. They have extensive international postal expertise and processing capacities. They also allow the business full control over routing options, choosing between priority and economy service. Their postage is paid to the exact ounce on each package, and enhanced drop dates allow mail to be delivered in different cities closer to the same time. Some other advantages is that the USPS proof of posting, they have secured warehousing for your packages, and customized invoicing.
Marketing goals and objectives. Through our interviewee Daniel Chavez, who is the regional sales manager in OnTrac's location in Commerce, California, we've learned that OnTrac uses a variety of ways to market themselves, which include trade shows, vertical market industries, and partnerships. Several of the locations that Daniel has visited include Nevada, Rhode Island, Arizona, and Phoenix, where OnTrac holds its corporate headquarters. Brand uniforms and company car logos is another way that OnTrac is able to market themselves. Recently, OnTrac has also taken social media as a key role in marketing themselves, including Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, to connect with customers and create networking connections with companies.
Next, we will be discussing OnTrac's market strategy and mix. OnTrac's primary target market is business to business as well as business to consumers. Although its business to business market is where they have their primarily bigger clients, having connections with the likes of Amazon and eBay, OnTrac is able to distinguish itself in this market from FedEx and UPS by offering more affordable overnight shipping services at a competitive cost. With its business to consumer strategy, though not as big as its business to business, OnTrack is able to offer individual plans and offers tailored to meet their specific needs. Its product mix is limited to its delivery and postal services, with its main attraction being its overnight shipping.
Continuing with the strategy mix, OnTrac's pricing strategy involves competitive pricing that attracts companies. This is mainly due to OnTrac's cheaper overhead costs when compared to the big duopolies such as FedEx and UPS. Being a more cost-effective company, they don't have to have the worries of constraints of other major competitors. That being said, they are a hub and spoke system, which is having all the distribution transported via the highway versus its major competitors who fly their products involving higher overhead costs. The biggest product they can offer is their ability to move products at a lower rate of about 20 to 40% because they operate in the tri-state area, meaning California, Arizona, and Nevada can all be reached within one night. This could also be said about their other states. Their major competitors, they are able to do this as well. It will cost way more since ground rates versus air express services cost more to operate. Moving on with the distribution supply. As mentioned before, OnTrac is a regionally based company, so they are able to move at a more efficient pace, having lesser constraints than its competitors by not having to worry about the Midwest and East Coast. For example, major competitors usually have a time limit of about 5 p.m. to start shipping out their products, according to Mr. Daniel Chavez, whereas OnTrac is able to ship out later in the evening, allowing companies to produce more products that can eventually be shipped out and transported to stores, creating more sales and reaching customer store needs.
Continuation with OnTrac's marketing strategies. So as mentioned before, OnTrac's main promotion strategy has always been their slogan, on-time shipping for less, which is evident in their overnight shipping services. This in turn ties in with their public relations strategy, where they strive to offer the best services and relationships for all their clients and businesses.
You probably don't realize that Americana's products are all over. You probably have shirts that have a company logo on them that was probably sold to one of our customers and distributed out of our facilities. Our printers and embroiderers, they don't carry any product. They don't order from us till they have an order from their customer.
So we are essentially their storeroom waiting to sell them whatever they need that they don't even know yet that they need.
Americana's success is driven by a couple things. One being our deep inventory and our broad product selection, our well-knowledge salespeople, one of the leading websites in the industry, being able to get the customer the product correctly.
Out of this facility, Americana processes roughly 100,000 packages per month. We have an extremely experienced warehouse team from the receiving all the way through the pullers and shipping departments. We've managed to develop a process that results in significantly less errors than our competitors. Americana's warehouse management software is fully integrated with OnTrac. This allows us to efficiently process packages and our customers to track those packages once they leave our facility.
OnTrac has been very important to Americana. It's allowed us to be able to grow our business. We were able to expand our one-day shipping zone in excess of OnTrac's competitors.
Our customers can place an order until 4 p.m. and we ship it same day. This is why it's so important for us to have a partner like OnTrac to be able to ship in one-day ground and reach a large market.
The goods physically will arrive in one day with a complete shipment, which allows our customers to be able to stage their work in an efficient manner. One shipment and one invoice.
OnTrac has allowed us to shift the focus from primarily a very local business centered around a small number of zip codes around our facility to truly a regional player in this industry. So now we're able to reach basically everything west of the Rockies, and OnTrac's a very important contributing factor to that.
To summarize our interview with OnTrac Manager, our group gained some insightful information about the marketing career world, and would like to thank Daniel for taking the time out of his busy schedule to talk with us and share his experiences. Using the real-life examples and tools he uses to market the OnTrac name, Daniel gave an enthusiastic description of his job and made our group excited for our future marketing careers. A majority of the aspects a company rely on for a successful marketing technique include the branding of driving vehicles uniforms, social media, and attending trade shows in other vertical market industries and events and partnerships. Daniel says that the heart of a business success lies in its marketing department, and this is very true in this case.